Hey guys, welcome to M&M IELTS. Today I will be discussing how to write a perfect discussion essay so that you can get a very good score in your essay writing for your writing section. Now we know that there are several different types of essays that we can expect in our exam. One of them is discussion type of essay. Very straightforward, I would say. Yet it is one of those type of essays where if you do not understand what is asked or what is expected out of you after reading the essay title and you do not provide what they want you to provide, then it is very easy to lose marks. So the first thing I would say for any discussion type essay, or for that matter any essay, is read the question at least 2 times properly. Every single word you need to understand, highlight if you want to highlight, and ask yourself, what are they asking me to write down? What is expected out of me? Once you have an understanding of what you are supposed to write, that's when you should start planning what will you write in your essay, and then finally you write down your essay. So this should be like a 3-step process. So let us understand what all things we need to do in discussion essay to nail it. All right, so discuss both views and give your opinion, and discuss both sides. These are the two very common sentences that you will find in your discussion type essay. The most important thing that you have to understand over here is you have to discuss both the views and you have to give your opinion, or you have to discuss both the sides, which means they will give you two different situations, two scenarios. And if you do not discuss both the scenarios, if you do not discuss both the sides or views, then you cannot expect a full score or a very good score. A lot of time what people do is they will read the question, they have two different scenario, and the moment they read give your opinion, what they will do is out of two scenarios, if they like any one of them or if they prefer any one of them, they will just mention that particular scenario in the entire essay and completely forget or neglect the other part of the essay or the second type of the view or opinion. This is absolutely wrong. If we do not discuss both the types or both the views or both the ideas, whatever they have in the essay title, then it is a problem. So please make sure you discuss both the sides and then give your opinion if they have asked for it. So first step would be to understand the question and identify what is expected out of you. Now, the best way to write down a discussion type of essay is to have 4 paragraphs. When I say 4 paragraphs, every single paragraph has its own importance. The first paragraph has to be your introduction paragraph, where you will not give any detailed explanation or description or examples. All you will do is you will just open your topic, you will discuss both the views that you are expected to discuss in just one line without giving any detailed description or example. And what you can do is in that very paragraph you can share your opinion, that whatever you prefer out of those two views, that you can do in introduction because you are just introducing the subject. Now, second paragraph we would call it body 1, wherein we will discuss the first view. Out of two views, we will discuss any one view. It can be any one view, okay? It can be the first view in the essay title, it can be the second view in the essay title. The order doesn't matter. What matters is any one view out of the two views. Now, the next would be body 2. Body 2 means the second view or the second side. Now, in body 1, you make sure that you only discuss the first view. In body 2, you make sure that you only discuss the second view. We will not discuss any other thing but just that view in that specific paragraph. When I say discuss, it means that not only you will write down your view, you will also explain it in detail, and you will give an example to support whatever you have written. No matter what you have written, you may prefer that view, you may not prefer that view, that is absolutely optional. But giving a detailed explanation for your view, for the view that you're writing in a specific body, and giving an example to support your view is very crucial. Not only will that give you a complete paragraph, but it will also give you a score because it will make sense. And the last paragraph is nothing else but conclusion. Again, it should be short, straightforward, to the point, without any detailed description or explanation, without any examples. All you do is conclude your essay by paraphrasing your opinion, and that's how you complete your essay writing. You have to make sure that you focus more on body 1 and body 2 in terms of giving explanation and example, and in introduction and conclusion all you do is you keep it short, straightforward, and to the point, without any detailed explanation. Because if the introduction and conclusion has more explanation than body 1 and body 2, then it is an imbalanced essay, which we don't want at all. All right, now the best way to understand anything is to have a look at one example. So I have a sample answer for you. I will share an essay with you. That sample answer will give you an idea as to how can you write down a good essay. I am not expecting you to memorize it or copy something, because we are not encouraging that in IELTS. Never do that. But at least if you get some idea, you know how to represent yourself when you get a discussion essay. Let us have a look at it. All right, let us read this question. It is definitely an IELTS real exam question, so let us understand. Some people believe that studying at university or college is the best route to a successful career, while others believe that it is better to get a job straight after school. Discuss both views and give your opinion. All right, so there are two views in the essay title. View 1 is to study at a university or college after school, and view 2 is to get a job straight after school. And we have to discuss both these views and give your opinion. So what I would do is I would explain both the views in detail. One of the views can be discussed in body 1, the other one can be discussed in body 2, and I will share what I prefer more. That is my opinion. If I fulfill both these things, that's when I can expect a very good score. Let us have a look at the 4 paragraphs that we will write one by one. The first paragraph, my introduction, let us see what I have written. There has been a debate on this subject for many years, as a lot of students face the dilemma of whether to get a job to enter the corporate world or pursue higher education. So what I have done is nothing else but whatever was my essay title, I have just shared that this is a debate, or this is a confusion, or this is a point of discussion in the society. I've just paraphrased it and presented it in a different way. So paraphrasing is not wrong until you just do it mindfully. I have not written exactly the same sentence as I've got in my essay title, but I have paraphrased it and I have presented it as a point of discussion or debate in society. So that's my first thing that I have done. Now, a job straight after school might have its benefits, but in my opinion, it is better to continue the studies at university or college in order to establish a strong foundation. The second line in this introduction, what I have done is, what I'm trying to say is, one of the view which is going to work after school is there, that's there. We are not saying it's not there. However, I prefer something else because of so and so reason, to establish a strong foundation. Now, obviously, I haven't given any detailed explanation as to why I do not prefer going to work straight after school, why I prefer going to a university straight after school, or I have not given any example. All I have done is I have satisfied one of the condition, and that is, what is your opinion? I have straight away shared my opinion in introduction. So one box is ticked off. The examiner knows that yes, this is the opinion of the student. So at least one less headache we have, one less thing to take care of. Now the next priority is discuss both views, which we will do in body 1 and body 2. Let us have a look at that. Now body 1, when we were discussing that how are we supposed to write our body 1 and body 2, the simple formula I would share is, write down your idea, give a little explanation about your idea, and give a relevant example, and try to include some data or some figure. Need not necessarily be a true figure. As far as your English is correct, your grammar is correct, your vocabulary is correct, your spellings are correct, you will be fine. So if you're giving some fake percentage number or some fake year, that doesn't matter. IELTS is not testing your general knowledge of how good of a general knowledge you carry for that particular subject. They might give you an essay title where they want you to share something regarding medical science, and you may be a student of commerce or arts. There is no way you will know a lot about medical science. So that means that you won't get a very good IELTS band? No, that's not the case. I'll repeat myself again. Focus on your language, not on your general knowledge. Okay? So yes, if you keep this formula in mind for body 1 and body 2 both, which is idea, explanation of idea, and a relevant example, prefer giving some data or figure in example, this will give you a complete body 1 and a complete body 2. Now let us read the body 1. There are numerous reasons why teenagers get attracted to the option of having a job after school. So first line, I've just been very random, and again I'm not using the same words of students or children. I'll try and use different sets of vocabulary, because the more wide range of words you use, that represents that you have a very good vocabulary skill. However, having said that, only use the words which fit in the sentence, which will make sense, which are relatable. Please don't unnecessarily use the words just because you want to show that you carry a very great sense of vocabulary. That's not our ideology. All right. The second sentence, the most common one is that, so I've shared that there are many reasons that students or children get attracted, or teenagers especially get attracted to a job after school. I'll share one of them. That's how I'm trying to write. The most common one is that they develop a feeling of being financially independent and fulfilling their materialistic needs, which is difficult if they are dependent on their parents for pocket money. This is a little, I would say, idea and a little description or explanation of idea. So idea is that they want to be financially independent. And the little explanation that I was talking about is that they not only they want to be financially independent, but because they want to fulfill their materialistic needs, like buying a phone or iPad or music system, whatever. Like, I'm just giving you an example. That's when they get that sense of being financially independent. They don't want to ask their parents for money, because they know that they will not be a yes for everything that they ask for. So that's why they develop this personality of earning money and fulfilling their needs. So that's how I have explained why they want to be financially independent. Why? Because they want to fulfill their needs. Whenever you are stuck, ask this question to you in essay writing. Why? Why means, what is the purpose? Why do they want to, have a job after school? Okay, pocket money. Why do they want pocket money? To buy some, materialistic needs like phone. It may be necessity. I'm not asking you to write materialistic needs. Let's say it is a necessity, but write down whatever you like. Whenever you ask this question of why, 99.99% you will get your answer, that what should be the next sentence. Prefer asking this question to yourself when you write down your essay. Also, now the last thing is to write down some relevant example, something that is related to the explanation or the subject that you are discussing in that body paragraph. So here I'm discussing of having a job after school. Let us write down some example relevant to it. For instance, as per research done by Dr. Philip Anderson, 70% students who get a reality check of life as a result of working at an early age are much more disciplined, hardworking, and ambitious towards life than youngsters who start working in their late 20s. So now, I have given some random name, Dr. Philip Anderson. I have no idea who that person is. I've just given some random name, random percentage, just to make it look a little bit more realistic. I am trying to support what I have written. I have written that Teenagers want to work because they want money, they want to be financially independent, they want to fulfill their needs. That's what I'm writing, which is not wrong. So it is not negative. It is not negative to work hard and earn your money to fulfill your needs. So please don't think that if in my opinion going to a university is better, that means I only need to write down negative about the other idea. That's not the case. You can be neutral, but again, you have to make sure that you very clearly specify what is your opinion. So I was very clear in introduction that in my opinion, going to university is a better idea. However, that does not mean that having a job is absolutely bad. All right. So that's what I've shared here. That okay, this is the reason they want to have a job, and according to a research done by someone, 70%, some random number, students or people or teenagers, they get that reality check of life when they start working in that professional environment. And according to that research, because they get that reality check at a very early stage in their life, they are much more disciplined, punctual, or they develop characters like customer service. You can write down anything you want, compared to students or people who do not work until their late 20s, maybe because they are busy finishing their masters, their PhD and whatnot. So I'm just giving you an idea. You have to mold and write it down in your way. The carving process has to be yours. It has to be your method. I'm just giving you an idea. Now let us move on to the next paragraph. Now, because I have already discussed that what it is to have a job after school, I will now not talk about having a job after school in this paragraph. I will only talk about going to university or college after school. In one paragraph, I will only discuss one view. I will not touch the other view. Now, on the other hand, because it's the second view, it is my belief, I have again clarified that this is my opinion, that students should choose a pathway of higher education. So I have given a very, general statement. The reason I support higher studies is that if a child desires, so now this is my idea, and obviously it will have some explanation as well. Why? Again, the question why? Why should you go to university? To have a career in a profession like law, medicine, science, or accounting, then it becomes crucial for them to obtain knowledge and wisdom of the same by studying in universities. The moment I ask a question why, I get the answer. Why should you go to a university or college after school? Because if you want to become a doctor or a lawyer or some, scientist, or if you want to get into any such profession, just going to school is not enough. You have to have your bachelor's, you have to have your master's, maybe PhD in some case. So that's what I'm trying to explain over here. Now, a little more explanation, because if this is what I'm supporting, it's okay to write down an extra sentence, keeping in mind the word limit. So if they have given you, let's say that please make sure that you write down 250 words, you have to make sure that you do not cross 250 words. It is always safe. If I am giving exam and I have been asked to write 250 words, I will make sure that I'm between 240 to 250. I will not cross the limit of 250 at all. The maximum I would go is up to 249. These degrees will not just give them good knowledge, but will also make it easy for them to understand the level of competition they have to face in jobs. I have given some explanation as to why going to a university or college would be beneficiary for a student. Now, last thing is I have to give an example to support whatever explanation I have given. In an interview of students at the University of Adelaide, 3 out of 5 students believed that they were proud of their decision of continuing studies, as it makes them capable of appearing in campus placements, working for big companies, and entering a bracket of a 6-figure income. So again, why? If you want to ask this question, okay, why they want such careers, doctor, engineer, or whatever, law, accounting, scientist, any fashion career, why do they want this career? Because they want that respect in society, because they want that status in society, because they want that money, what they want to fulfill all their dreams. So it all boils down to this question, why? What is the purpose? Again, I asked that question to myself and I wrote it that, okay, because there was an interview that took place in X university. Again, I gave some number, 3 out of 5. And I said that students were asked as to, do you regret coming to university or are you proud of your decision? And most of them said that they are proud of their decision because now they can, sit for interviews and they learn from those interviews and they can, get good income, good salary because of their education. So because this is something I support, I have written a little more compared to the other paragraph, which I am not really supporting, but I'm just giving the, view picture because I have to discuss both views. I can't just discuss one view. Now, I have satisfied the criteria of sharing my opinion. I have satisfied the criteria of discussing both the views. I have not only discussed, but I have given explanation. I have given examples. I have covered all the areas. Now I am safe. I can expect a good score. Now let's conclude our essay. Again, short and sweet, to the point conclusion. No explanation, no examples in conclusion. From the discussion above, which means the essay that we have written above, it is evident to me that students who decide to study in university or college and completing their higher education are much more successful in life. So I have just concluded by revising my opinion and giving a short reason to it, that okay, I'm just revising that this is my opinion and I'm very sure that my opinion is correct in my case, and because of this and this reason, the reason is that they are more successful in life. Obviously, who knows who is more successful, right? Here we are not getting into a debate. It is your point of view. You have to write down what you feel, and when you write down what you feel, what your values are, and you try to be honest, truthful, the essay you write will make much more sense than if you're just copying someone, which the examiner will easily identify if you have copied anyone, because they have checked so many essays. If you use a template or if you are trying to copy just because you got a same essay, I would say, let's say you get this essay in exam and you try and write down the same essay, the examiner will understand. So be yourself, be honest, focus on your language, English, grammar and all that, and you will nail it. Just make sure that you read the question properly, you cover all the areas, you write what you are asked to write, and you will be fine. If you have any questions regarding IELTS, not only writing section, but any topic, feel free to put that in the comment section below. We are more than happy to make videos on it and to help you. And if you have any concerns, you can get in touch with us by putting those comments, and we are happy to address those issues. Also, if you are interested in learning more and more about IELTS, do consider subscribing this channel and becoming part of this family, and also hit that like button if you really like this video. I wish you all the luck for your preparation, and bye for now.